Hello everybody and welcome back to another YouTube video of mine. So this one is my zombie Rudolph makeup tutorial. If you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm doing is just kind of placing the antlers onto my head and just seeing where I want them. Then I'm taking an eyeliner pen and just tracing around the area so I know how I can apply them and get the positioning right. And I did try a few different methods of applying the antlers, and I found the best way was to attach a string to them and then like tie the string to your head, and then also to just attach them to the head further I took latex and cotton. And there's like heaps of tutorials out there on YouTube of how to use latex and cotton. So all I did was just applied a thin layer of latex and built up the cotton around the base of the antler, and then just kept adding latex, adding cotton, and just layering them until it was strong enough to hold itself. This makeup was actually inspired by Glam and Gore. She did a makeup look similar to this a little bit ago, and I'll link that down below so you can have a look at that. She didn't do an actual tutorial of it, so I thought I would do my interpretation of that. And what I'm doing here, I'm just going in with a white cream makeup, and I'm just applying that on kind of the highest points of my face to just do like some initial highlighting, and also onto my collarbones and down onto my neck as well. Then I'm just using my hand to blend out majority of that all over my body, and then just using a buffing brush on most of my face and under my eyes using my finger, because I find that pressing the product in leaves it the most pigmented and the brush doesn't take any of the extra pigment. And then I'm just blending out the edges a little bit and softening it up. Then I'm going in with a bronze shimmer stick. This one is by BYS. And then I'm just doing contouring around my face and down my neck, and again on my collarbones and chest, and just to try and deepen it up a little bit and then add some warmth, because this will be a reindeer in the end. And here I'm just using a foundation brush to just kind of blend out most of the product. I'm also using my hands a bit as well, because it's easier to use like the warmth of your fingers to blend out the product, especially if it's cream. So that's just what I'm doing here. Also with this look, I kind of think of it as like after Christmas is over and Rudolph was like bitten by a zombie or something, and then Rudolph is turning into a zombie after the Christmas season, and then Rudolph bites somebody else, and this is like the transformation process. I guess it's like a beautiful transformation rather than like more of a creepy one. And also just what I'm doing here, I'm going in with that white color again and just doing some more highlighting and then blanking out my lips as much as I can, and then blending out that color on the rest of my face to brighten it up. Then I'm adding just more highlighting on the chest, and I'm also going back in with that shadow stick once again and just doing some more contouring with it to add a little bit more warmth back where we've lost it, and really define the collarbones, because I feel like if you're a zombie reindeer thing that you'd probably be hollowing out a little bit, so that's why I wanted to define the collarbones and the neck structure a bit more. Here I'm just going in and setting underneath my eyes to brighten them up a little bit more so they don't crease, as well as just the lips. Then I'm going in with that white cream color once again, and then just applying that onto the forehead and around the antlers, as well onto the chin, blending that out, and then I'm going in with that shadow stick once again and putting that on the temples and around the tops of the antlers, and blending that out with a foundation brush again. Then once I'm happy with how that's blended out, just remember to take it onto the ears as well as tie it together. I'm going in with a powder and just a light translucent kind of highlighting powder onto the highest points of the face, and then on all the darker areas where it's not white, I'm setting it with either a contour or a bronzing powder. Here I'm just really defining those cheekbones again. Here I also lost a little bit of the white after adding the warmth, so I just added a little bit more white shadow underneath the eyes. Then I'm going in and filling in my eyebrows. I'm making them much more dramatic and darker than I normally would, and making them really defined and arched too. Then I'm dragging a matte brown shade. Generally works a little bit better for this look if you have a warmer colour. Just taking that down the sides of my nose to make them look much broader than it is. Then I'm going in with a white cream base again, and then just applying that onto my eyes so I can get started with the eye makeup. Now I'm setting it with a white powder and going into the crease with a warm shade again, so this is the same shade that we put down the side of the nose. And the antlers were really lightweight, easy to make. It was just kind of paper mache, and then I just painted them, covered them in tape, and made them the right shape, sculpting them that way. Then when I'm happy with the warmth down the sides of the nose and into the socket, I'm going in with a really thin black eyeliner. This is the They're Real Push-Up Liner by Benefit. I'm just taking that down the line from the tip of your nose to your cupid's bow, and drawing that in, as well as making the lips look a little bit upturned on the corner of the mouth, and then filling in only the upper lip with a black shadow. You can also use a black lipstick, but the technique I use for this one is just adding a little bit of water to a black shadow to get the pigmentation of it. Then I'm going in and just doing a massive dramatic winged eyeliner, and just making sure I drag that down underneath the eyes too, to make the eyes look much bigger. Then I'm going into the inner corner and just dragging that line down and taking it a little bit under the lash line, just to change the shape of my eyes and give them that really doe-eyed shape. Then I'm going in with mascara and just applying a generous coat of mascara to my upper lashes, and just trying to avoid my lower lashes. Then I'm adding these really dramatic fake eyelashes that are super black and thick, and that'll really open up the eyes too. Then it's time for the nose, so I'm just using a red lip liner to start off and trace out the shape, and just kind of get the shape of a reindeer's nose. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going in with a liquid lipstick. This is just one by Australis, and I'm just filling the rest of that in. Then going back in with a black eyeshadow around the edges just to kind of define it more. And then really defining the shape of the nose too, just dragging that black eyeshadow down. Then I'm taking like a pencil brush and I'm just adding white dots with a cream eyeshadow base, and then blending them out with my hand. I found that putting my palm over my cheek to remove some of the product, and then placing it in another area to transfer the rest of the product to a different area works really well, if that makes sense at all. Then again, I'm just going in around the antlers to make sure that everything is all matchy-matchy. Then I'm going in with fake blood. This is totally optional, this step. This is a coagulated blood by Ben Nye, and this blood's really cool because it's really thick and it sticks really well. And I'm just kind of dripping that down, so it's kind of like the antlers have been forced out of my face. And that is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and leave any comments if you'd like to see any looks you'd like to see me do later. So don't forget to subscribe too, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you later.